Hey there, everyone. You're listening to the storage world's favorite news podcast, SSD and DRAM News, sponsored by Apacer. My name is Frank Henville, and I'm coming to you from Apacer's beautiful headquarters and main office here in downtown Taipei City. The summer weather is lovely and warm here. Wherever you're listening, I hope you're getting a chance to enjoy some sunshine. But this isn't the weather report. Without further ado, let's bring on the NAND Flash news stories of the month. We're going to start off with a big story today. So big that it's almost too big for the world of SSD and DRAM news. This is straight up world news. The story is, after an unprecedented run of growth, NVidia overtook Apple this month to become the world's most valuable company. NVidia is not an SSD or DRAM manufacturer. Rather, it first became known for GPUs, which were used in early design-focused computers, 3D rendering networks, and PCs optimized for gaming. Later, the cryptocurrency industry discovered that NVIDIA GPUs were just what it needed to mine Bitcoin and Ethereum, which made their GPUs almost impossible to find on store shelves if you were an individual gamer. Eventually, this production issue resolved itself, just as the news about ChatGPT was breaking. The world's tech manufacturers now clearly believe that AI is a path forward, and that NVIDIA chips, among others, will be needed to realize that vision. Last month, the CEO of NVIDIA, Jensen Huang, was in Taiwan, where he was treated like a rock star. Everywhere he went, he was swamped with well-wishers and autograph seekers. He spoke passionately about the future of AI, wearing his ubiquitous black leather jacket. It seems the momentum from Computex helped drive NVIDIA forward. Amazingly, NVIDIA grew so fast, it wasn't even added to the Dow Jones before it hit the top spot in the world. Although NVIDIA is not an SSD or NAND flash maker, this is a significant story because of what it says about the world market's hopes for AI and for semiconductor manufacturing generally. So congratulations to Jensen Huang and his company. Keep up the good work. As I said, last month in Taiwan, the news was dominated by Computex, the annual trade show for technology providers. One of the biggest stories this year during Computex was a technology called CAMM2. That's spelled CAMM2. But what is CAMM2, and why is it so important? We were asked this question a lot recently, so we decided to take a portion of today's podcast to explain it in a bit more detail. CAMM began as a project at the computer maker Dell, who were getting frustrated with the bulky form factor of SODIMM DRAM modules. Later, Dell worked with JEDEC, a respected standards body in this industry, and the updated version known as CAMM2 was released for manufacturers to follow. Currently, products are being released with either DDR5 CAMM2 or LPDDR5 CAMM2. In the latter, LP stands for low power, and those products are designed for use in thin laptops. Their design allows them to fit into tiny spaces, but they can be easily removed if the user wants to upgrade. If you were listening to our interview with Rigel from archaeologist.com last month, you might remember he was quite enthusiastic about this new product too. He's not interested in how it can help create smaller laptops. He's a gaming PC modder, And the modding community is excited by the fact that CAMM2 can be installed with far less wiring than some alternatives. So it gives a much smoother, cleaner look. Of course, each modder has their own aesthetic approach, but certainly some gaming PC designs will be adopting CAMM2 as soon as it's widely available. Apacer, of course, is right on top of all of this and showed off our own CAMM2 modules at our VIP Reveals event during Computex. So we'll be sure to keep you updated on this exciting new DRAM form factor and the benefits it promises. During Apacer's VIP Reveals event, Apacer's new president, Gibson Chen, was interviewed for an upcoming podcast episode hosted by Open System Media's Patrick Hopper. As of the moment I'm recording our podcast, their episode has not been released to the public yet. But I'll be sure to mention on our social media channels when it's available. So follow Apacer on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn if you'd like to know ASAP. I don't know what they talked about, but I'm curious to take a listen for myself. Diving deeper into the world of trade shows, at the end of this month, Apacer also attended CAMM2 2024, the UK's premier trade show for independent tech businesses. And we brought a ton of cutting-edge gaming hardware with us. Anyone who made it out there and was looking to upgrade their DRAM for a gaming boost was spoiled for choice. We showcased DDR4 and DDR5 modules, many of them with riveting RGB displays. There were also fast SSDs to load the latest releases, such as M.2 PCIe Gen 4x4 and Gen 5x4 drives to check out. And for a family or small business considering a NAS, Apacer also unveiled NAS-optimized SSDs with customized firmware. Now, I work out here at the headquarters of Apacer in Taipei, Taiwan, as I've said. So I was at Computex, but I couldn't personally make it to CAMM2 2024. Luckily, Apacer has a truly international support team to handle trade shows in practically any location. Big shout out to my coworkers in the UK, who I'm sure put a ton of effort into CAMM2 2024. Okay, that sound means another podcast episode is coming to a close. Thanks so much for taking the time to listen to SSD and DRAM News, sponsored by Apacer. We'll be back again next month as usual. We appreciate your ongoing support, so tune in again to learn what's hot next month. I've been your host, Frank Henville, and we'll see you next time.